Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about the ELD comment period that's currently open until November 15th. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased on owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always guys, big thank you for all the likes you've provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's talk about this ELD comment period that's been opened up by the FMCSA regarding all sorts of issues in terms of ELDs or electronic logging devices. Now, the comment period, as I mentioned, is open till November 15th, and here's why it's important. We're going to actually touch on one of the points that I think is going to be the most important one for the vast majority of truckers out there, whether they're a carrier, an owner-operator, or a company driver. So let's dive into it. Guys, ELDs, for those who don't know, a lot of our, much of our subscriber base, or a good portion that is, consists of non-truckers, and we definitely appreciate you guys a lot and all the shares that you guys do of our videos. That helps a ton. So thank you guys for that. Now, for you guys to understand, ELDs are electronic logging devices, and basically back in the day, for the longest time, truckers had to keep track of their, their working hours, because there's a lot of limitations how truckers can operate there, how long their day can be, how much of that can be spent on driving, when they took their break, what's the total amount of hours, and all sorts of different limitations. And that used to be done on paper, so it was called a paper log. And most truckers have used the paper log, for the majority of their life, if they've been trucking for more than 5 years, or the last 5 years or so. And because the ELDs came in 2017, so if you started before then, you were probably running on paper logs. So these electronic logs came in, and a lot of folks like them, a lot of folks hate them. There's been a lot of back and forth and bickering between the FMCSA, different organizations, how truckers feel, because the idea behind an ELD was that it was going to make trucking safer, it was going to set additional limitations and make things basically more difficult for anybody to cheat the system. That was the whole idea. And there's still a lot of questions, and it remains up in the air on whether or not it did make trucking safer, or if it just became a big hindrance and nuisance and an inconvenience for truckers, and basically making it difficult to actually work and do their job that they're used to doing, right? Or how they're used to doing it. So there you go, you have that. Now, what they're going to be looking at are several issues. Number one, they're looking at the applicability of pre-2000 engines, right? Because anything prior to that could not run an ELD. Okay, everything past that runs an ELD, and this is why there's that huge resurgence of glider trucks and people holding on to older equipment, fixing things, and why older trucks have become more expensive, because a lot of truckers would much rather run their paper logs and not deal with the ELD system. So enough said there. Now, the next thing they're going to be looking at is addressing ELD malfunctions. Again, ELDs do have malfunctions, and it doesn't matter who you're working with and who the provider is. You talk to enough truckers, you're going to hear about all sorts of ELD malfunctions. We'll leave that there. The next thing they're going to be looking at is the process for removing ELD products from FMCSA's list of certified devices. Okay, so we'll leave that there. We really don't care. The reason that came up is because there's been a couple of cases that came up lately that has brought that into question, and so that is the reason they're touching on that. The last 2 points are going to be your technical specifications and ELD certification of your logbooks and things like that. So we'll leave that. The most important one there is the applicability of pre-2000 engines and how that's going to affect those engines, because they found a way to be able to actually use ELDs on those pre-2000 model engine years. Okay, so the quote that I'm going to read to you kind of puts it in perspective, right? Many vehicles with pre-2000 engines, and most vehicles with rebuilt pre-2000 engines, have engine control modules, or otherwise known as ECMs, that are installed that could accommodate an ELD. So the question that the FMCSA is putting up front, and this is why the public comment period is open, the question is, should FMCSA reevaluate or modify the applicability of the current ELD regulation for rebuilt or remanufactured CMVs or commercial motor vehicles, their engines are glider kits, right? So that's the question. This is what the comment period is open for. Hopefully you guys will take advantage and make sure your voice is heard. I'll leave all the links in the description box below. There's some articles you guys can read to get a better idea. There's the page to the official ruling and the page where you can actually leave your comments. Again, it's open till the middle of November. Definitely, make sure your voice is heard. Leave everything out there. And, please leave your comments in the comment section below. I know a lot of you guys run glider kits. I know a lot of you guys have, your trucks that are pre-ELD. You guys love those trucks, fully mechanical. Love to hear from you guys. Please make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over the loads that we book for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. Guys, this week has been really fantastic. Vans, reefers, got a flatbed here, a dry van team. Everyone did exceptionally well. An excellent job for all the dispatchers on these loads, for all the carriers, all the owner-operators on these loads. Guys, 2 thumbs up. Excellent job. And hit that like button if you haven't done so. Now, guys, we're going to start off with a reefer coming out of Waverly, New York, going to Salina, Kansas. It's a 41,000-pound load of dairy products at 34 degrees on a reefer. 1,292 miles booked at $3,300. Got them $255 a mile. Then Wichita, Kansas with Cherokee, Iowa with a 42,000-pound load of FAK. It's 422 miles booked at $1,230. Got them $291 a mile. Then Lamar's, Iowa, going to Hanover, Illinois with a 37,000-pound load of refrigerated food at 35 degrees on a reefer. 457 miles booked at $1,700. Got them $372 a mile. They finished off with a 1-pick 3-dropper out of Oak Creek, Wisconsin, going to Plainfield, Indiana, and Shepherdsville, Kentucky, as well as a final in Rockmart, Georgia. It's a 30,000-pound load of miscellaneous goods, 760 miles booked at $3,500. Got them $461 a mile. Excellent job. This is a solo reefer running 7 days on the road. $9,730 made in gross. Ran 2,931 loaded miles at an average of $332 per loaded mile average in today's market. Next, we got ourselves a dry van coming out of, actually a flatbed coming out of St. Louis, Missouri, going to Fremont, Nebraska with a 47,000-pound load of coils, 471 miles, booked at $1,775. Got them $377 per mile. Then Norfolk, Nebraska to Warren, Michigan with a 45,000-pound load of steel coils, 838 miles, booked at $1,900. Got them $227 a mile. They finished off with Quincy, Michigan, going to Santa Maria, California, which is a 33,000-pound load of machinery, 2,303 miles, booked at $5,800. Got them $252 a mile on a ton of miles and not a very heavy load at all, especially for a flatbed. That was it. These 3 runs, running for 7 days on the road, grossed $9,475 on their week, ran 3,612 loaded miles at an average of $262 per loaded mile average, which is an excellent rate for flatbeds in today's market. Next, we got ourselves an interesting one. 5 days of driving and only just 1 load, but it paid. North Bend, Oregon, going to Sparta, North Carolina. This is a reefer with a 40,000-pound load of floral plants. 1 pick, 1 drop. 2,783 loaded miles, booked at $8,600. Got them $309 per loaded mile average. They called it a day. 5 days on the road, 2,783 loaded miles, gross $8,600, $309. Good in my book in just about any market. Excellent job there. Next, we got ourselves a reefer coming out of Tillamook, Oregon, going to Mountain Home, Idaho. This is a 41,000-pound load of dairy product. 543 miles, booked at $1,600. Got them to $295 a mile. Then Payette, Idaho, going to Madison, Wisconsin, with a 42,000-pound load of frozen vegetables, running -10 on a reefer. 1,701 miles, booked at $4,200. Got them $247 a mile. And they finished off with a 1 pick, 2 dropper from Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, going to Center Valley, Pennsylvania, and South Windsor, Connecticut. This is a 40,000-pound load of frozen beef, running -10 on a reefer. 1,002 miles, booked at $3,850. Got them $384 a mile. Excellent job. Solo reefer running Tuesday to Tuesday. Ran 3,246 loaded miles at an average of $297 a mile, but they grossed $9,650. This is a solo reefer. Excellent rate, just under $3. Very, very well done. Next, we're going to go to a dry van team, kind of Quincy, Florida, going to Round Rock, Texas. This is a 42,000-pound load of drywall. It is 852 miles booked at $1,600. Got him $1.88 on that one. Then Schulenburg, Texas to Midland, Texas with a 44,000 pound load of FAK. 390 miles booked at $1,500. Got him $3.85 per mile. So you can see it was worth it to take that cheaper load at $1.88 coming out of Florida, which it's not a cheap load. You're coming out of Florida. That is an excellent rate at $1.88 coming out of Quincy. Next, they went to Midland, Texas, and picked up a load going to Mighton, Utah. This is a 44,000 pound load of chemicals, non-hazmat, a regulated load. 956 miles, booked at $3,400. Got them $3.56 a mile. Then Mighton, Utah, right out of there, went to Watford City, North Dakota. This is the same kind of load, 44,000 pound load of chemicals, non-hazmat freight. Regulated load, 841 miles, booked at $1,900. Got them $2.26 a mile. They finished off out of Flasher, North Dakota, going to Newton, Kansas with a 38,000 pound load of honey. 764 miles booked at $2,000. Got them $2.62 a mile. Did an excellent job. This is a dry-van team running 7 days on the road. Grossed $10,400 for the week. Ran 3,803 loaded miles at an average of $2.73 per loaded mile average. An excellent, excellent job. Now this one's going to be an interesting one. This is going to be a reefer. However, only their first load was a refrigerated load, and then after that they actually switched trailers and did an excellent job nonetheless, and they switched trailers to a dry van. So I want you to be aware of that. Now, they started off with that reefer out of Woodridge, Illinois, going to Omaha, Nebraska. 43,000 pound load of food and beverage running 50 to 55 degrees on a reefer. 448 miles booked at $12.50. Got them $2.79 a mile. And I believe the rest were all dry van freight out of Columbus, Nebraska, going to Chambersburg, Pennsylvania with a 43,000 pound load of pumpkins. 1,140 miles booked at $2,700. Got them $2.37 a mile. Then there was Newville, Pennsylvania to Burlington, New Jersey with a 37,000 pound load of prepared and preserved foods. It's 152 miles booked at $975. Got them $6.41 a mile. Then Bristol, Pennsylvania to Grand Rapids, Michigan with a 30,000 pound load of store goods. 729 miles booked at $15.70. Got them $2.15 a mile. And they finished off with Three Rivers, Michigan to Omaha, Nebraska with a 43,000 pound load of paper rolls. 582 miles booked at $16.50. Got them $2.84 per mile. Excellent job. Running 7 days on the road, grossing $8,145, running 3,051 loaded miles at an average of $2.67 per loaded mile average. We're going to finish off with a dry van, solo dry van out of Milton, Pennsylvania to Elkin, Florida. This is a 43,000 pound load of dry goods. It's a food load, 935 miles booked at $2,500. Got them $2.67 a mile. Then out of Savannah, Georgia to Sylvania, Georgia. It's 40,000 pound load of liner waste reject, and there was a $140 detention on there. It was only 60 miles for the run in total. We booked that one at $640 with detention included. Got them $10.67 per mile. Then Riceboro, Georgia to West Hazleton, Pennsylvania with a 43,000 pound load of resin compound. 802 miles booked at $2,205. Got them $2.75 on a mile. And they finished off with Newark, New Jersey, going to Jacksonville, Florida with a 17,000 pound light load of dunnage. 927 miles booked at $2,500. Got them $2.70 per mile. Did an excellent job. This is a solo dry van running Tuesday to Tuesday. Gross $7,845 for the week in gross. Ran 2,724 loaded miles at an average of $2.88 per loaded mile average. So an excellent job there. Again, 2 thumbs up to the dispatchers, 2 thumbs up to the drivers, whether leased on owner operators or carriers. Do an excellent job. And you guys need to be aware that whether you're a leased on owner operator or carrier, you guys can work with us. It's not just for one type and not the other. We work with both types of customers, and we'd love to work with you guys. And we made a video recently. I'll leave a little card here in the corner. You can take a look at that. It's a very, very short video that will explain to you our philosophy behind what we do here. Now, we've been around for a very, very long time, and as mentioned, we do work with leased on owner operators. If you're looking for a program where you can make this kind of money, if you of course have the diligence to actually go through and work hard to make this kind of money, but you're also going to have, a very inexpensive lease program. Everything's transparent. All the rate confirmations are received. I mean, everything is out in the open without any kind of silly fees and things like that that are tacked on that weren't even discussed at the time when you're speaking with the recruiter. So that's, you guys have been, around the block more than once. You guys know how it goes. So we're not playing those types of games. Same thing for carriers. If you're a carrier, got your own MC authority, got a truck, trailer, drivers, whatever it may be, let us know, because we work with carriers and we dispatch them like this. We take care of everything. And the majority of the back office work gets taken care of for you guys, and you make excellent money. without having to negotiate loads, take care of packets, insurance certificates, billing and invoicing and all that jazz, credit checks, blah, blah, blah. So the bottom line is, guys, whether you're a carrier or owner operator, would love to speak with you. You can reach out to us at 801-448-6363. You can call or text that number. Get more information on our website at aftdispatch.com/go. And you can also fill out a chat box on any one of our web pages. Fill that out, takes a couple of seconds, and then we'll get your information. We'll return the call, get back to you, answer any and all questions that you may have. And most importantly, guys, until next week, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care.